Ravel, ambitious, but brilliant! I don't believe it! I swear I do not believe it! And they are back on terms!
Football is one of the greatest sports in the world, but it's also one of the cruelest. Final day of the season, and obviously, if you're watching this, I assume you've watched the game today. You obviously know it didn't go our way, and to say we are gutted and everyone else is gutted would be a complete understatement. Ben's back. Ben watched the game with us, obviously, post pre-match, but we watched the game. Gutted. Does gutted cover it?
It's not the word. It's just for Derby to stay up. I know everything got this rivalry, quote unquote, with Wednesday. I'd rather Derby go down, to be honest, than they go bust and the Derby club, because it's just unfair. Like, it just is. Derby have done what they've done, broke so many laws. Shouldn't be a football club. They just shouldn't be a football club. They ran illegally. Yeah, let's be real with the situation. Yeah. We're the only club down there that's actually run like a football club, not a dodgy nightclub.
Yeah. Mate, it was done. It was done and dusted up at the 88th minute. We were there. We were home and hosed. Yeah. We did miss some chances. There were only one or two clear-cut chances. I say only one or two, but they were there and done, and then their goals come from nothing, hasn't it? It's come from a clearance which has just not been cleared enough. And it's just it sweetly, hasn't
it? I mean, it's tired legs by that point of the game, and you're just hoping that you can hold on. But it weren't to be. It weren't to be, was it? You know, Piggies down the road did their best for us, for which I'm thankful. It's difficult, isn't it? It's really difficult. After a performance like that, they deserve to win the game. We deserve to win today. We were the better side, in my view. But as we said, you've got to take your chances. We took one, which was an unbelievable strike by Lewis Wing, a fabulous strike. But we had a couple of other chances to kind of put the game to bed, or certainly put it a bit further outside of Cardiff's reach, and we didn't take them. The story of the season, it's why we are where we are. But yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to take because in 88th minute, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's hard. Yeah. Man, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. The twists and turns, there was only one twist in that game, and that's when they scored the late goal in the Derby Wednesday game, which I assume everybody watched it as well. There were so many twists and turns, and the stress levels were getting higher and higher and higher. Yeah, frustrating, very frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question then, look, I forgot. I messed on my head this. I thought for the most part, Ben, we'll start with you on this on the tactics side before we go into it, or how we played. We nailed the tactics. For the first 45 minutes and probably beyond, until Cardiff changed it, we were the better team. We'd set up a different system. Flojo played, Crooks played a bit more advanced. You can question a lot of things, but on the day, tactically, we nailed it.
Yeah. I mean, Wing had that other chance, which he should have scored. And, you know, it is what it is. You can't fault tactics, players. It is what it is. We did our best. We've gone down because of earlier games, I think.
Yeah,
I thought we played well. I thought it was a good performance. I'm happy with performance, but we went down because of earlier games.
Yeah. We're going to get through some comments as we got some on Ethan. Spain, without the S. John Insular, story of the season, created loads of chances but couldn't finish. Warney hold him at the tail of the knife from interview, hope he stays. Yeah, I have seen that. I can't bring myself right now to watch that because I think I just break down with him. It's absolutely gutting, and I feel for him more than I know. We're fans making it means everything to us, but you can tell how much it would mean to Warney.
Listen, he lives and breathes it 24/7, doesn't he? You know. It lives and breathes the club more than we do as fans, more than we do, and you know, I can't imagine how he must be feeling. You know, I mean, he's an emotional guy anyway, but after today, he must be in a bucket. And I've got a feel for him. I really do. Really do.
Yeah. Josh Smith absolutely gutted. Every player can leave their head held high for 90 minutes. Missed chance to let us down today. Obviously, he feels rewarding as well.
Yeah.
John Morrell, Birmingham fan, gutted for us. Jamie, hurt but hella proud, 100%. No nails left. Real well. Up the Millers and up Paul Warren.
Yeah.
AJ Miller points out this is what it's like being a Rotherham fan. I love this club and always will, but annoying now we're too good for League One, but not enough. Only just not enough for another. Chris Tether, I do disagree. Why would we leave it so late to put subs on? Just keep breaking up play, poor tactics. The problem is, and at a point, Ben, is that if Warney made all five substitutions on, let's say, 75 minutes to go defensive, which he could have done, then when we did go 1-1 and then needed to win, he couldn't have made those changes. The changes didn't end up making a difference. But we had to leave that in our back pocket to make those changes just in case, didn't we?
I'm not a football manager. I'm not a football player. I don't play it. I don't watch. I watch it. That's it. I don't. It's hard. It's impossible for anybody who's not a football manager. It's not impossible. It means nothing for anyone else to say it because they haven't been it. They don't do it. It's all good to sit in armchair manager and all this, but you can't say anything about tactics. I don't think, because we're not players. We're not unless you're a football player or ex-football manager. I don't mean Sunday League under 9s manager. I mean,
what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. But you can have an opinion and all this, but
yeah.
What was your opinion on the substitution situation?
I don't have one. I can't form one because I don't know what it's like. It's impossible. You can ask me what you want. I'm not a football manager, so I don't know what makes me head.
Well, you can have a view on it, but you know your view and our view is always going to be in hindsight. It's going to be in hindsight after the game, after we know what's happened. You know, at that point we're playing really well. We're pretty much in control of the game. They've not really created anything. So why would you change it? Why would you change it? Because it's working. Can we hold on? We've got 2 more minutes of normal time to hold on. Can we hold on? Why would I change it at that point? Because it's worked for 88 minutes and we're in the lead. It's fine now, and I'm sure that Facebook will be full of these people now banging on about how crap they are and how substitutions were wrong and this were wrong and that were wrong. It's dead easy to say that after you've lost game or drawn game or not won or whatever. It's dead easy, isn't it? It's dead easy. So no, I'm not one. I tactically, I thought I'm with you, Matt. I thought we got it bang on right today, and for 88 minutes we proved that. But unfortunately, we got undone by a. It wasn't even a sloppy goal. It came through a crowd of players. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I suppose maybe it could have been closed down a bit more. I don't know, but I don't know. Don't really matter, does it?
It's made sense to me as well. Wilesy came off because we're knackered. Flojo. I don't think Flojo looked that tired, but I think he was right to change it anyway. I think on the day, as a management team, they did everything right. They nailed it. They got tactics right, everything right. It was just those chances that we didn't take. And I know that's a story of the season, but one can't put the ball in the back of the net for the players for them.
No,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no.
You can't blame the management team for those players not putting the ball in the back of it because they should have done this today. And they should have done it previously. I'm not saying I'm not trying to have a dig at the players. I'm just pointing out that there's limited blame. There's no blame for me. On today, there's no blame can go to the management team.
Nah.
No blame at all.
No.
Callum Gibson, heartbreaking, but we must move on. Big John for one next season, especially because a big players, Crook, Smith, Icky, probably won't stay in one we trust. We will cover that probably in a future episodes. I think there will be changes. Chris Millwall mentioned a big job on to keep the club stable for next season. That would be bid for some of our players, and I hope we get some. If it doesn't, we'll make quite a lot of money this summer. But we're going to reinvest it. Wayne, if anyone fancy Forest Green away, we've done that before. We play Forest Green.
I can't imagine it.
I can't imagine vegan pie or that stuff.
I'm going to say I can't imagine any South Yorkshire football fan wanting a vegan pie.
No.
Maybe Wayne would, I don't know.
Chris Taylor comes back. Why change it? They were knackered. They didn't look it. We still broke away with with fearsome pace at times. I'm fine with it. Ethan's Polish sums it up. Had enough chances to win, so we only have ourselves to blame. Yeah, exactly. And that goes not just for today, it goes for previously. There's other games where we should have and could have.
Yeah. There's lots of things that have conspired against us staying up this season, or contributed, should I say? It's probably a better word. Contributors to us being in this position, and it's not just not taking chances, but that is a massive part of it, definitely. And today, it kind of summed it up, didn't it? The Crooksy had a chance, Wing had a chance, Woody had a wrong-sided post. It's just. It's devastating. It's devastating, and then to turn Sky on and watch Shrek running up and down touchline like he's won league, that's like a dagger through the heart, to be honest. But can you do?
Yeah, Chris Millwood agonising that this season's come down to such fine margins. We've given everything this. We've given this everything this year and didn't deserve to go down. Hope that we can get the club stable and League One finances now. I know it's easy to say, Ben, yes, we deserve to go down because we finished in the bottom three. But how fine were the margins over the season that we could have and probably should have stayed up?
Listen, I don't know how many times I said on this podcast earlier in the year, we go down by 2 points, it's so-and-so's fault. We go down by a point, it's so-and-so's fault. And it all adds up over a year. But listen, going down, right, has not affected me as much as Derby staying up. I'm fine with going down. We're going to go straight back up.
You're not fine, but you can accept it.
I'm not fine. I can accept it. It is what it is. We're going to go straight back up. One of the most well-run clubs in the country. Derby to stay up as they run illegally it's boiled my blood. It's annoying. I hope they go bust. Not for the fans, but for Rooney, for everyone on that sideline. I hope they go bust and I hope they all get sacked because it's not good enough. It's illegal. It's illegal, yeah, but people
I don't think it's illegal.
Breaking laws, not paying the players. If you went to work and didn't get paid, what's that? Breaking the law. I'm not having it.
Okay.
Unfair.
AJ Miller, we need to look for a goal-scoring striker, attacking midfielder, or even players who take their chances. Yeah, Freddie were meant to be that guy. Freddie obviously didn't play today for very much. He's not taking enough chances today.
What's funny, I agree with that comment. Every club apart from Barcelona's got that player. So,
yeah. All right, they're looking for it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a...
Barcelona's the only club that's got that player.
Yeah. It's good, interesting. Let's put it that way. Jason Bugger, simply put. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Chris Page, chance missed over the season hurt us a lot, though. The ones that are harder to miss than to convert. 7 points from 12 games was what's killed us.
Yeah.
Race Medley proud today, but can't miss chances like that. And Chris Taylor, there was a 10-minute delay in the Derby game. Why? It was because Martin Wagon head pushed the post in the first half. He didn't score, but he had the post afterwards. So, yeah, I'm gutted, Ben. I know you're not bothered, but you are bothered, but it's frustrating, isn't it? It was in the palm of our hands for most of the game, and then one of the things, Ben.
What would have been more frustrating is if we won and Derby won. Derby won, because the fact that we didn't win, you can't do it, it's our fault. If we win, even if Derby won today and we drew, it's still our fault. If we win and Derby do, is what it is. You can't do anything. But it's
it's just tough to take. It's tough to take an 88 minutes. I had a son who had one on 8 minutes, and then struggled and battled for the rest of the game to get it back. You know what I mean? It would have been easier to take. So it was going so well. It was going so well because Wednesday at one point were in front, 3-2 in front. 2 of their goals being offside. You think, God, the luck's finally coming our way. This swings and roundabouts on refereeing decisions. This is our roundabout. You know what I mean? It's coming back to us, and then sucker punch. But listen, it is what it is. I hate that phrase. I don't know why I keep saying it. I'm sorry, but we've got to move on now, haven't we? It's difficult to take, and we're all going to have a few weeks now throwing his teddies about and stamping our feet and moaning and groaning because things haven't gone our way, which is perfectly normal. It's perfectly natural. But come August, we'll all be back in New York Stadium. Hopefully all of us will be back in New York Stadium, and we'll have that August optimism again, won't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, John Morrell, one of the lowest points total survival in recent years. It shows the quality that's down there. Yes, it is. Yeah, I agree with that.
Definitely, absolutely.
James Davies, 100% behind Tony Stewart and Paul Warren. Some of the players will move on, and hopefully we can find some lower league gems. I wouldn't mind a couple of seasons League One to build a squad. But we must stick to a formation and find players to follow that formation. I know it's a bad day in the history of the club. But we can bounce back, and I believe we will bounce back, and hopefully a better team next time in the Championship. It's progress, Ben, and this is it's really difficult to see this now, but there has definitely been progress from 2 years ago, only by 2 points according to the points board. But there has definitely been a step forward, hasn't there, Ben?
Yeah, the only problem is a lot of people are going to leave, and it's going to be a massive step back. That's the only problem. Some people
depends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced there'll be a massive change. Crooks is going to go, definitely. Icky might go, but he's not. Icky's not had an amazing season, so will he actually go? It's a risk for when Semi Ajayi went, it was a shoe-in, 1.5 million, whatever it was. That's a steal. We all knew that was a steal because he had a fantastic season. I know, and we all know, I think that Icky is a fantastic player, but he's not done it all season. So will that guarantee him a move? Carter Robertson sounds like he's already gone. He's rejected a new deal. There's talks of going back down the team.
He's not good.
All of Sunday, supposedly rejection of contract. He'll probably be off. I've already mentioned Crooks. Smith, if he wants it, could leave. But Smith's the main man. Smith is good. He's happy. He's settled. He could stay. He could stay for another 5 years if he wanted to, Michael Smith, couldn't he? Because he's that type of player.
Listen,
but again,
if they want to go, let them go. I don't care. If they want to go and they don't want to be at this club, I don't want them at the club.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you've got us in this mess and you don't want to get us back out of it, no, I'm not having that.
You cannot.
That's the wrong way of putting it. That's the wrong way of putting it.
I'm not good.
I'm not good. I'm just saying you did send us down. If you want to leave, you want to leave. That's fine. If you don't want to try and get us back up, that's your decision. That tells me all I need to know about you. I'm not holding a grudge. I'm just saying it tells what type of person you are.
No, it doesn't. No, you can't say that. These players have put everything into this season.
Yeah,
some of them, not all of them, some of them deserve another chance in a better team in the Championship.
Yes,
for me, Matt Crooks is another one. That's not. You're saying that's a bad thing. You're saying it as if it's a bad thing.
If they want to leave, let them leave. I don't want. If they don't want to be at the club, I don't want them at the club. Simple as that.
I think the way I don't know if you mean it this way, but I feel like you're being harsh.
I'm not being harsh.
What it sounds like you're saying is that you don't care if they leave.
I do.
They've earned their some of them have earned their chance, and rightly so.
If they think they're too good to play in League One though, but they're still at the club next year, they're not going to play well. So I don't want them. Listen, some of them are good enough, right? Clark Robertson, right, can get a grip because he's not. I'm not having that. Clark Robertson stands out to that team. I'm not having that. I'm not having to go at you, Clark Robertson. I'm just saying, get a grip. There's some of them, right? There's some of them that do, but if they want to listen, some of them will leave, but not want to leave, but want to leave at the same time. If that makes sense, they want to play in the Championship, but they love the club. Clark Robertson is not good enough to play in the Championship. I'm not having that. I'm not having it. Not fit enough. It's irrelevant. Not fit enough. Not fit enough. Mick might be good enough, but he's not fit enough.
What I mean by fit enough is just injury-wise. For some reason, he can't keep not injured.
Don't get me started.
I'm more concentrated on Crooksy, who I think deserves another shot at the Championship.
We'll get money for him.
Maybe Smith. If Smith wants it, Smith deserves a shot at the Championship. You could argue Freddie. Adrian Miller says, yeah, Freddie has earned his place in the squad because he is too hesitant on the ball. And when he's played, he's scored goals, but he hasn't played enough because he doesn't fit into our system. He could fit into the system, but he couldn't.
Ultimately, it doesn't really matter, does it? ultimately, what matters now for us as supporters and us as a club is that we get a break from football. We can get away from it, but mainly we can get back into the stand, into the ground. We've got to write this season off. It's experience now. We're down, so we have to write it off. We can take whatever we want from it in terms of experience, but it's over. It's done with. But it's been a crap season from a footballing perspective because none of us have been able to get to any of the games. We can, as supporters, we can get down to New York Stadium as all other clubs can, and have an influence on players to a certain degree. There's been none of that this season, and obviously all the other stuff that's gone off the pitch. We've just got to get over it. We've got to get over it. It hurts. It hurts like hell. And it's upsetting, it's disappointing, and I'm sure we'll all be wandering around at some stage over the next week or 2 weeks, sulking and not kicking cat because you shouldn't kick a cat, but kicking some sort of inanimate object. You know what I mean? We're all frustrated, but some of us will deal with it more maturely than others, and the vast majority of us will understand that. All that's important is that we get back in ground now.
Yeah, I think we'll end it there because I don't think there's. I can't think of anything else to say. Ben, make anything else you want to add?
I just feel desperately sorry for Warney and his team. I do. I feel absolutely desperately sorry for him because not only have they got they've got to deal with what's happened and they've put their heart and soul into this for 10 months. And yet, I don't know. Some people can't see it, can they? And it's terribly, terribly frustrating.
Ben?
I'm fine. Listen, we'll go straight back up. We are. I've said it again. We are one of the best well-run clubs in the country, and that's it. We haven't got no else to say because we'll go straight back up.
Fair enough.
Big talk, fighting talk.
Yeah, there'll be some changes this summer, as we mentioned, but it's interesting to see how it comes, but that's a conversation for another day. Gutted. I echo what Mick says. We were fully behind the team, the players, the staff before the day. Still behind them. They've not lost any respect or pride for the way that they've performed today. If anything, it's probably enhanced it. They put everything into it, physically and emotionally. They could clearly put everything into it today. I hope that Paul Warner's here to stay, but at the same time, I won't blame him if he decides it's just not worth it emotionally because he looks. He's in tears at the end of the game today, as you probably expect him to be. That seems like Paul Warner down to the ground. I mean that in a good way. I hope he's the manager of the football club come August next year, but it's down to him and what's right for him and what's right for the club as well. It's going to be right all around. So thank you to the players, to the staff. Genuinely, thank you for this season. Not quite been good enough, we all know that, but we are still grateful for the effort you put into this fantastic football club. Thank you for everybody here who has joined in our chats this season and throughout the season. We do really appreciate getting involved on these. We'll try and do some more of these next season, as we say, pre-match, post-match live shows. The main podcast will be out on Monday, which we'll have a day or so to reflect on it from our point of view, so we can do hopefully a proper show next week, where we can string some words together that make some sort of sense. Because at the minute, I think I'm just rambling on some nonsense. So, Benjamin, thank you for today, and thank you for this season in these live shows.
It's all right.
And Mick, thank you today, and thank you for this season.
Yeah, thank you. It has been a pleasure. It genuinely has, and we'll be doing plenty of it summer anyway. But I'm looking forward to August already.
Yes, I am. Don't forget the Euros this summer. It's exciting, isn't it?
No,
not interested.
More tears this time for a different team losing. And lastly, thank you. Please subscribe to YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and follow us on those pages. Subscribe to us on iTunes and give us some ratings if you can on iTunes, on Spotify, or wherever else that you get us. And we'll see you on Monday morning for the full review of this game and the next few some stuff coming on. Thank you very much. We'll see you all soon. Freddie's on one-on-one. And Freddie's fairly shoot. Could Freddie get a shot?
Unbelievable!
Apologies to the neighbours.